I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Athlete. This is the first time me trying to manage the drone in the air, watching what the picture looks like on my cell phone while I'm trying to drive and manage a dog up front. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best looking view. On my phone, I had the whole truck as just the entire picture, and it looked too close. So I'm trying to back up a little bit and then get the right view that I wanted. So stand by as I get this drone circled around to the right position where I desire it as I start to drive out of Cougar Butte's off-road riding area. This is definitely one of my go-to places to go ride trials and extreme enduro. I love the rock and the sand, and the transitions really makes it a tough spot to ride a motorcycle. As I'm driving the truck out, you can't really tell how whip-de-dooed out a lot of stuff is. I was trying to get a better view here, and I think I did a better job as this drone starts to move around to the other side. This is actually the first time I actually get to see Oscar Mike in action, how it's working through the terrain. If you notice, the habitat and the frame is not twisting up a lot. I know a lot of debate has been done about whether to use a subframe, a spring and capture system, or exactly how to mount the box. I did mine rigid with bolts through the chassis. I'm very happy with how it performs. There's no creaks or groans or anything. It's just making the suspension work a little bit better. As I get going here, I'm looking at the GPS. I'm averaging between 7 and 14 miles an hour as I'm going out of here. Things always look a lot smoother once again on video than they do from the cab of the truck. We've had a very arid summer with some crazy thunderstorms here in the last couple of weeks. So a lot of the sand's been churned up, and I'm super thankful for the central tire inflation system. I have this right now in the cross-country mode, and that just gives the tires a little bit more flex and a little bit more footprint on the ground. Right now I don't need the extra traction, but it's given me a better ride going down the road. One of the things I did after this truck was built and my first initial test drive was done is I changed out the motor oil that was used in the transmission that the military spec called for. It is an Allison transmission, a 7-speed, and I put a new Transcend synthetic oil in it. And that sure makes the vehicle just shift a lot smoother on upshifts and downshifts. It's really more reactive. This is my first time driving a big heavy piece of equipment like this. We've had several motorhomes in the past, but this is just a little different with the air brakes and everything. Going down the pass on the way home, I utilized the Jake brake or an engine brake going downhill, and it really kept my downhill speeds really in check. I only had to use the brake a couple of times, so you're not burning up the brakes going down Cajon Pass. I think Stewart and Stevenson did a great job designing a truck for military purposes. Really works good as a platform for an expedition type vehicle. I really feel comfortable wheeling this vehicle. When I did do the highway gears, I did ask for and get 2 rear lockers in this truck. So it's way more capable than I even think it could be. This last little bit of section has been super sandy. It's probably 4 to 5 inches deep and soft. Meaning that when we did a 2-mile run this morning, me and Katie, we came through this section and my shoe was sinking in almost mid-shoe going up this little wash right here. The truck doesn't even slip a tire. Of course, we are heading in a downhill direction, but it's really handling it really well. Another thing that I want to comment is the cab air ride. Mine came from Midwest Military Equipment, and I replaced the stock setup, and it really makes for a nice, comfortable ride in the cab. At this point, Katie is almost asleep. She's kind of laying on my arm. I'm looking down at my phone to see what the drone is seeing, and trying to drive with one hand. It's quite funny, I think. We've left our location and are heading home. We ended up leaving, 4 days early now from the trip. Last night we had super high winds coming out of the south, and it was hitting us broadside. The highest I have reported off my weather station on Oscar Mike is 68 mile an hour gust. I was just getting ready to turn the truck around and put the nose into the wind when the wind started to die down. It was about a 3-hour wind event, and pretty much just ruined a perfect day for us. Kind of upset Katie a little bit. So one of the things I was thinking about is in the morning, if it starts to become a little bit more windy, it may be time to head out and head back home. We woke up this morning at 05:45, just in time to see the sun rise, and it was pretty calm. It wasn't very bad for wind. As the day has went on, we've had 18 mile an hour winds, and I checked the weather report, and it looks like we were going to have a wind event starting again at 2 o'clock. So I thought it would be best to pack everything up and start heading out. Looks like that's going to be just about it for the footage that I captured on the way out. If you guys haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I thank you guys for watching the video. I'm Tim Roble, and I'll catch you here next time.